What happened to Oppenheimer in 1954 in that security hearing, he was, in the words of Edward Teller, he was defrocked in his own church. He was discredited, and the fact that they could take away his security clearance and then after a month-long secret Kangaroo Court of a hearing, they could leak the entire transcript of that hearing, revealing his private life, his love affairs, his rumors about his politics, the insinuation that because he was a man of the left in the 1930s, it's a question, was he pink or was he fully red? The insinuation was there that he was disloyal and perhaps a spy for the Soviets, none of which was true. But it discredited him. It took this America's most famous scientist at the time, aside from Einstein, and it made him no longer able to function as a public intellectual. He'd been a famous man up until 1954. After 1954, he was a pariah. He was disinvited from even university venues giving speeches. And this sent a message to all scientists in America, but everywhere, that you should beware as a scientist of getting out of your narrow lane and pretending that you can use your status as an expert, as a scientist, to be able to pontificate on politics, on policy, on public policy. And so this is carried over. I think, it's one reason, what happened to Oppenheimer in 1954 is one reason why we no longer in America have any, really famous public intellectuals who are scientists. They have tended over the last few generations to stick in their narrow lane and not get into politics. And this, I think, is a mistake because, as I said, we're drenched as our society in science and technology, and we don't understand it. And we need scientists to be able to debate amongst themselves. So during the pandemic, you had a wave of distrust of public health officials, a wave of distrust of science. And this is a reflection that people, the average citizen apparently doesn't understand that what scientists do is experiment, try to hypothesize what is happening and have an experiment and learn from the science. And sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes, you make mistakes. You have a hypothesis that doesn't work out. And yet we're so vulnerable to the technology that we have created that we really need to understand that we need to be careful with technology. We need to be careful with nuclear weapons. We need to be careful with AI. And this is the lesson we should learn from Oppenheimer's life.